run the thing. Richard out with the game, we no fear of it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm a Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on the Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. It's a Richard out that run the crypto scene. NCC, try to test, but we mash up the scheme. Pulsechain, a bubble every dribble, make it clean. Expand the rise, my bank account looking mean. Lamborghini doors, them a fly like bird. World's largest diamond, Palmaris, that's my word. Rolex for me and every tick, every top. Me invest in the best, nobody watch the stock. Richard out with the game, we no fear of it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm a Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. No walk through the streets, no well car, I Pulsechain at the future, and that we are right. Richard out lead the way, SSC, just stop the pride. My chain, heavy, my success can't deny. We make the crypto world go down, pay respect. Pulsechain at the move, it's a global project. Incentive token, be my big checks, me collect. The Lambo them a roll out cash. Richard out with the game, we no fear of it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm a Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. Said the future bright, me not take no loss. Richard out, mash up the SOC, them not the boss. HEX pa my mind, every dollar me toss. Pulsechain for the people, we never double cross. Rolex pa my wrist, diamonds, them a clean. Lambo them a line up like a royal team. Biggest diamond in the world, my vision like a dream. Richard out, I lead the way, the kid Richard out with the game, we no fear of it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm a Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on my Rolex. Incentive token, power like diamond, big no flex. We said the future bright, me not take no loss. Richard out, mash up the SOC, them not the boss. HEX pa my mind, every dollar me toss. Pulsechain for the people, we never double cross. Rolex pa my wrist, diamonds them a gleam. Lambo them a line up like a royal team. Biggest diamond in the world, my vision like a dream. Richard out, I lead the way, the kid real short round with the king, we no fear of it. Pulsechain and rise, I'm a Lambo full of speed. HEX Pulschain, we stop them in on my Rolex. Incentive token, power like dash, my fly high. For real, we are the dance, the crypto kings. Richard out, I lead, with the top of the things.
What the hex is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What the hex is you guys talking about?
Good morning, you guys. When Bob's.
I see, just for the Hex and Pulse people, there's your buttons back there. I don't know why you guys are getting so excited. You know, I hid this bubble for so long. I went back just to see, like, you know, how things going there, but guys. I mean, what are we, like, we're almost at, we're just recovering from year lows. Okay, maybe you guys have got a point. Anyway, very excited to see that in Q4, we actually usually get alt season. And you can kind of see when you look at the bubbles that, like, alt season has just started. Look at these monthly numbers on alts. Incredible.
Just another reminder that I do not work for you. I have never worked for you. I will never work for you. If you want good things to happen, you must make them happen.
Yeah. Yo hablo español también. Vamos. We should do the show in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Okay. Well, anyways, we're seeing. Wow, Hex. Please, people. Don't do that. Right? Hex. What are you doing? Let's see. For the year, Hex. Look at that. If we were to take a look at Hex overall, right? It's a disaster. It's not a real product here. It's more of a meme coin at this point.
I've never actually even bothered looking into it, to be honest. But is it?
Yeah, I get people asking me if they load it up on Hex. Does this shit hold? I'm like, what are you smoking? Anyways, yes. Well, the Sheepster, right? This is a little bit better, right? They've got like Shibarium, right? They're expanding. Yeah, it's not going to be $1.
But the real answer to your question is that when it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
What the heck?
Hex is
I'm
happening
out
to
of
my
sync.
green screen.
Are
This
you
is the way-
streaming from your toilet?
It is. Let me flush.
His basement is his man cave.
This is
His
my
man cave.
this is my bear market domicile.
Setup.
Wow, it's the validator room.
Yes, actually it is. It is. It's rather hot in here. Validating is hard work.
Scary.
No,
get
I
all your
apologize.
jokes.
Apologize. This is the
Hello,
best I can do,
Sandy.
but you can hear me though, yeah?
Yeah.
A
you're
lot
good,
better
but-
than in the green room. By
Shut
the way.
up, Mr. Green Room exploiter.
So what's
So
up, you
that's
guys? We did a 4x or a 4.5x last
Green.
weekend.
On
And
what?
it's still holding. The market is going to
For
shit
now.
because of the Israel thing, but
Always
not
blame my people. It's
not
okay.
Hex and Pulschain.
Question. Hey, and happy New Year.
Yeah, happy
everyone.
Rosh Hashanah. How does that work? The Rosh Hashanah, is that like
Say
Chinese
Shana
New Year?
Tova.
Happy Sandy.
Yes, it's every year. What is a New Year every year? Yes.
No, is it like Chinese New Year where you gift each other
Apples and honey.
red
You
envelopes
smear them
with
all over
cash?
each other, and then you walk outside and the bees get you.
Why must you guys be on your own calendar? Can't you be on the same
You guys
calendar
is-
as everybody else?
There's so many calendars. We're not. I mean, look. Do you say happy 5,586 to anybody? No, you just say Happy New Year when it's the Julian calendar. Who cares?
5,500 years we're doing this already. Interesting.
Yeah, they said,
Man.
hey, let's make a calendar that will fuck everyone up.
It's the Bill Burr joke. I think, or no. Louis C.K.
Burr
joke, like the who won the religion
It's
war.
probably Louis C.K. Probably.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because he said
that's-
like what year are we living in? Like it's 2000.
What year we? You're right. I'll be fine with that. Hey,
But
look,
but your people are like actually, but there is the year is.
look.
Don't tell anyone else.
Look. No one, not even in Israel, do they walk around saying, "What time is it?" Well, on the 25-hour clock and the 5,500 and whatever Jewish calendar. No, it's none of that. By the way, there is no Jewish clock, Peter. Just in case you're wondering, there is no. I was just joking, but there is there
I'm
is the.
disappointed actually.
No, there's the Jewish calendar. It's 5,000 something, whatever today. So congratulations. Nobody cares. We celebrate. We have an excuse. We have an excuse to celebrate. Okay,
Nobody
that's all it
cares.
is.
Exactly. Let me say hi to the chat, to our beloved audience
Brisology, you're the first one. The first one.
who's been waiting it out in the in the waiting room until Papa B flushed his toilet. We've
Thank
got
you for calling me out for being the late one today. It's
So-
because of me.
It's my pleasure. Brisology claims he is first, but it's not true. It's lovely Hex Lotus from Ireland. Ireland in the building. She's first. And second, True Blue from Down
Why
Under
do you
with
have
the
to
Guten
be
Morgen.
Brisology DJ. He was
Huh?
the first. Jesus Christ.
Hex Lotus was first.
No, it was Brisology.
I got a question.
It's never first. Yeah.
While you're in mid saying hello to people,
Yes.
the
Thank you.
intro with Da Vinci.
Da Vinci
fucktard,
J15.
Is that a new video? Did that just happen?
Yes, that just happened.
It happened like you had it last week, right? Or 2 weeks ago?
No.
No,
This
happened
week.
This week?
I
This
saw
week?
it one time.
What a obvious gatekeeping monkeys like oh
What a douchebag. We shouldn't say monkey, but what what
No,
a
no.
douchebag.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's
I
say
didn't mean-
douchebag.
Let me be clear. I refer
Are
to
you
monkey as
racist
I call
now,
Peter a
Papa
monkey or
P?
you a monkey. It's the same type
Yes,
of
I'm
monkey.
happy to be a monkey. Yes.
How about donut? Is that okay? Idiot. Are any of these things politically correct to say?
Miss Avalon is third.
Bad guy. Bad guy.
How did the country go? Yes, I was a busy streaming day. I did a Texan hoedown this afternoon. 2 hours of country
Nice.
music. And was quite popular on the Twitch, I have to say. We got a Wookiee on the Shane.
Woo!
Hex on air checking in. Howdy, fellas. I'm still in country mode. Yeah, everybody is in is in country. Then comes Brizology. You see? Sandy
yeah.
Beach is here. Agenda
Sandy Beach.
69. Good looking out. Briz says, I created that audio clip. I will never work for you. Did you?
Apparently you did because you prepared the clip.
I did not.
Just another reminder that I do not work for you. I have never worked for you. I will never work for you. If you want good things to happen, you must make them happen.
Thank you.
I did
By
not
the way,
know
do
that.
we have to listen to clips for 5 minutes before the show?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's better.
I want to
It's
know
better
more
than the
about
show.
J15. Da Vinci thought his microphone was on. Was that microphone on, like type of
Like,
thing, or
you're in Hex. What are you smoking? I mean, Jesus Christ.
you know, people that I talk to have loaded up on Hex, and I say, "What are you smoking?" That was
Yes.
It was nice,
mean-
actually. I liked it. It reminded me of 2020.
reminded me of him saying, "What the heck?"
Mr. Shitcoin pump and dumper.
Yeah, what an asshole.
What an asshole. Avalon is here.
Yeah.
Got kicked out of the kitchen, Sandy Beach. Believe in yourself. What the heck is going on here? Man, we got quite the crowd. And good afternoon, future billionaires. Nice. Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Are you
And
prepared
Hex-
for the
Alexander is here.
October?
Well, so far it's
End of
pu-
October.
it's not really Pumptober. Pumptober,
No.
yes. It's more Octoberish.
Don't you think there's gonna be sell the news on the 31st? or maybe sooner.
Peter's getting
actually.
grayer by the stream.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
what's happening, Peter? What's going
Peter.
on?
Just live.
Gray's the new sexy.
Ooh,
There you go.
ooh.
Thank you,
Juicy,
Sandy.
juicy.
Hey, Peter, everyone wants to know, do the curtains match the carpet?
What? Do you see my eyebrows? Do you see my eyebrows?
Yeah.
When they get
That's
start
so
to get
rude.
gray,
Doesn't
it's
get it.
gonna be bad.
Missed it
get it.
completely. No, that's good. It's okay.
All right, enough of this shit. Before we go any further, guys, I need 30 of you people to do us a ginormous favor because we are on the verge to take this YouTube channel to the next
Public.
level of world supremacy. So here's what you do. I need 30 of you guys to go to our YouTube channel and watch 1 hour of our content. And then that's the threshold that we need to get to. Then we're good. Then we can retire. Then we can
DJ,
ride away into the
Are you
sunset.
not listening to,
Right.
to Richard?
It
If you
means that we
want
can
good
start-
things to happen to you, you have to
Yes,
do them
you must make
yourself.
them happen. So
We're
go
looking
and make
forward
them
to-
happen.
You have to create 30 accounts on YouTube.
And
Log
each
in.
one,
No, but we have our audience. They can do it. Listen here. You can type in you type
They
in the
cannot,
search bar.
Obviously, they don't like you enough to subscribe.
They
Have it
like
running
us
in the
very much.
background.
I know it. So you type in what the hex, one word, okay? And then what should come up is this. And this is here our lovely logo.
shameless
Am
show.
I live? Am I live? Yes, I'm live.
Yes.
Okay. So then you click on this, and then you are on our YouTube channel. It's called What the Heck Supra, because we're dreaming of getting sponsored by Toyota one day.
Yeah,
So far, it's not on the horizon really, but you know we can still work at it. So
Supra.
then you have all our stuff here. Also, down here's the playlist. This is a whole episode catalog, so you can watch all 88 episodes that
All
are on
timely,
here.
beautiful, terrible episodes.
All in, chronological order. It's quite a meticulous channel overview page. Then down here, recommended channels to follow. Of course, Richard Hart, who is currently at 150,000 YouTube subscriber. This is quite big. Then DJ Cryptomatic. You want to follow
is
as well
this?
the DJ Cryptomatic channel. There are 2 videos. The Hex Mixtape Volume 1 and the Hex Mixtape Volume 2. And then you have a bunch of other channels that we like. So there's a Creed of Crypto, Rags to Riches, Cabana Crypto, DeFi Down Under,
3.
Crypto Heartbeat, Crypto Wonder Podcast, RH Max, and Maddie All In. These are the people like we fucks with. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to all of these guys, and then so here's what we're gonna do. You click not on live streams. Don't watch your live streams. Watch a video. It's important. So you click on video because our first 30 episodes, we were still on the old pirate ship, right? We were not on our own situation. Like after a year in, we said, you know what?
Who wants to?
This pirate channel isn't going anywhere. Let's start our own.
This is a big ask. Let's cut to the chase. Which one do they click on and watch?
Okay, and then so here, that's what I'm saying. You have these first 30 episodes that we did. They are here in form of a video.
Guys, you cannot
as a live
subscribe
stream.
unless you watched all the videos, including these ones.
And I need 30 people to watch one of these beginning to end. Don't watch episode 1. That was terrible because my microphone didn't really work. But episode 2 was awesome.
Mandatory one.
Episode 2 is with yes. Episode 2 is our first interview, isn't it?
With Tom Gillespie, yes,
Tom Gillespie.
Fantastic show. So go and watch that one.
Tom Gillespie.
Episode 3, what was this here? We did the the Christmas sweater thing. I don't know. Episode.
But you don't need to review them all. Just watch number 2. It's good. It's fine. It's
episode
we're
8,
proud of
Crispy
that one
Man.
'cause- Yeah.
Hexy That was fun. Where you and Peter were squeezing out all kind of weird info about her private life. Hexy okay.
What?
Hex for Life was here. This is when we promoted.
Man, like,
Yeah, you did. When we promoted the Hex Budapest meetup, and that's the one where RG3 somehow entered the show. And I remember Hex for Life because we had lunch afterwards. We happened to be in Munich, and he was super pissed.
Oh, what's the one with funding Jim?
I got a question. I got a gentlemen. I got a question. I got a question.
Yes, please.
No, that's not this show. That's
was
Wake
on the
Up
other
Hex.
show. That's
Yeah.
that's Maum.
Yeah, that's
So
whatever.
please go and watch any of these 30 episodes.
Episode
please.
2 will be fine. It's not retch worthy. But the thing is that
Yes, Hexander.
you're watching us right now and you're saying, wait a minute, I didn't know that you guys could have an 80s style best of episode. Sorry to take up the time. Let's get on with the show. Because after all, the net of this is after you watch that one show, 30 of you,
Yes.
then we can get Alan Fizimay's Bull Market $2 super
$2
chats.
Canadian. $2 Canadian. We can monetize this fucking channel
That means we got to watch our P's and Q's and we got to watch what we play.
with this
Because,
close.
yes, we're very
no
close.
longer any copyrighted music. And
That's
stuff,
right.
So.
That's right.
But
There are
hey,
3,000 hours.
Are we
Crazy.
gonna let Elmire in or just?
Yes.
is Elmire
Yes.
here? I didn't even see.
You didn't pay attention. Hey, Elmire.
It's your
Welcome
show,
back.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Well, I was
For a moment
presenting
there-
our channel.
For a moment there, I thought DJ had created the What the Hex coin and was shilling to everyone.
Is that good, right? Is that good? I know. That's coming up. For now, we have B9.
Woo! Be 9 to
And,
your mother.
Yeah, and we must touch on. So, guys, please help us and do that, and then we will be forever grateful.
Toby's in the chat.
Toby's
Are we
early.
Are we getting TA with Toby this time or?
Yeah,
without?
he's scrubbing up for us for the last
He's-
15 minutes.
Don't drop the
He's
soap. He's in the bathroom.
Elmire, how
So-
have you been? You look svelte. You've lost weight. It must be the bear market. You're muted.
It's
Best
just
way to
that I
communicate.
trimmed the beard to look nicer.
Trimming the
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, but doing the same old, just working. I actually reviewed a
Work.
contract this week, so it's quite nice. I actually like a contract for the first time that has no token associated with it, so that's nice.
Oh, nice.
A good change of pace.
That's
pace.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for your effort again, everyone. Elmeyer is the chief technical review code review officer from B9.xyz. He's the heart and soul of the operation. So if you see Elmeyer out on the street in beautiful Portugal, stop him and say, "Hey, man, nice."
Buy him a cerveza.
Cerveza.
Let's dox him so
Yeah.
people can find him.
Yes.
And thank him.
Well, his logo is Portugal, man.
At his local taverna.
Don't worry. I'm close to how do you call it? To Eric Wall. So if you come to collect
Why would you
his
do this?
bets,
Why would you do
if you
this,
come to
Elmeyer?
collect, if you come to collect his bets, you can drop by.
Your microphone is very, very foofy with your breath there.
Yeah, and it's
Elmeyer.
windy.
Sorry.
It's
Like
windy.
you're on
Yeah.
the cliffs.
It's like
Because
every. Yep.
I have some air conditioning
Oh, that's
coming
it,
my
that's
way.
Oh.
It's still hot in Portugal. What the hell?
Yep. Right now it's what?
21 degrees.
Where I am, it's like 23 degrees Celsius.
33 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
23.
Here it's cold. We have the,
That's room temperature. That's fine.
we have the oven on already.
Well, at 10 p.m. in autumn, so it's hot.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Interesting.
Good for you. Anyway.
We burned 1 trillion of Pulse X.
I did. You can
Yay.
thank me for that.
Is your validator back in action? There's like quite some validator drama going on this week. Like Windows
is there?
Defender has now flagged the exe file as suspicious and all that stuff.
Gatekeeping.
Which file?
Yeah.
What
I
file
mean,
are you talking about?
Actually,
validator
Windows Defender kind of flags all .exe files that are not uploaded and vetted by Microsoft. So
Yes.
it's not a new thing.
But I thought you guys is run on Linux,
Yes.
Yes.
so the Windows Defender shouldn't be an issue.
No.
It's only for people who run on Windows.
Who runs on Windows?
Yeah, quite a lot apparently, because it's a big topic on the Twitters.
That's weird because
It's
none of
very
the scripts
weird.
are Windows. They're not Microsoft scripts.
Well, in theory, you can have a virtual machine inside a Windows machine. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
It just sounds like a creepy workaround for your Windows machine. Why wouldn't you just have a dedicated Linux box like David Feeder sells pre-made ones?
Yes. Shout to David Feeder.
well, actually, you can create a more powerful one for cheaper. So that's why probably.
I mean,
Okay.
why wouldn't you have Windows inside your Windows so you can Windows wire your Windows?
Well, I happen to have
Just makes sense.
Great.
I happen to have a Windows virtual machine inside the MacBook ones, so I could play
Ah.
games.
Nice.
Pump our
Yeah,
bags, boys. No, we're not pumping your bags. We're protecting your bags. So Hexander, who is in the chat right now, asked us to do a security update. Time for a reminder on the next What the Hex show. I recently refreshed my brain on how to restore accounts. Initially thought I lost a few private keys. What? I had everything, but reminders are needed. So
I'm getting a lot of DMs now, man.
it's a lot like this.
A lot
Yeah.
of people that have been taking the bear market off, and then they come back and they're like, I don't remember how to XYZ. Or I just figured I would go total retard and full retard, go to a website and play stupid games to get gains on whatever. And I didn't think that it was my only account with all my Pulse X in it. And lo and behold, it robbed me of all my Pulse X. And get this, the one today, I'm not gonna dox the person even with their screen name, but the person then said, I did want to tell my wife that I had lost $5,000 worth of Pulse X. So I went and I got $3 more $1,000, and I tried it again, and I lost that too.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, wow, it's like you stick your dick in the wall outlet and you get zapped, and you say,
I'll
"That hurt,
fucking do
but
it again."
I'm gonna do it in the other socket. Yeah, fuck me. and they want to post mortem, and I said, you tell me, you break it down for me. What did you ignore? Basically everything, right? Said it wasn't Richard Hart's fault that you were stupid. It wasn't the hardware wallet manufacturer's fault that you were stupid. It wasn't even the market that was stupid. It wasn't even the fucking attackers, the scammers that were stupid. Everybody did their job right, except for your dumbass. You didn't segregate your goodies into a wallet that you don't fucking touch until you want to dispose of the assets. You don't ever fucking touch that account. You could just go to the next account on the list and then throw a couple of stupid funny money tokens in there and go and do something there, or protect all your stuff.
No,
no, you shouldn't.
Don't take funny money,
Peter.
You take all your money and buy RH stuff,
and then you don't even attach it to anything until the time has come. Yes.
No funny money. There is no funny money. All funny money was stolen or went to zero. No, just RH stuff. Nothing else.
People can do something as simple as create a new seed phrase, and that's a new address.
Yes. A siloed account completely. Yes.
It's the same hardware wallet, the same seed phrases. You just create a new passphrase, and you are in a completely different.
Yes, but Elmire, isn't that expensive to do? Isn't it expensive to create another wallet out of your hardware wallet to generate another seed? Doesn't that cost a lot of money? I don't know if I can afford it. How much does it cost, Elmire, to generate a brand new 24-word seed phrase?
I don't.
About 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes.
5 minutes of time.
How much is a minute? Is it $500 per minute or $0 fucking dollars per minute?
No, actually, it's minus $5,000.
Minus $5,000 to this other poor guy. Okay, so check this out. You want a refresher on recovery? Here are the rules, and Elmire backed me up to know that I'm not lying to the folks out there. Okay, if we want, Sandra wants a refresher. He's a Jew. You don't know if you can trust them. Yes, I know those people. So Elmire, follow me here, ladies and gentlemen. In order to recover your seed into a new wallet, or if you have it as cold storage and you have your hardware wallet totally blanked out, factory wiped, there's nothing on there, there's no seed loaded on there, the most important thing to remember, the first rule is you never type your seed into anything resembling a keyboard. First of all, I've been getting DMs of fuckers that have been lured to websites now, and they get taken from the Pulsechain.com chat off into DMs, and then by text only, they're lured to another site where they are prompted to enter their seeds, and they're doing it. As long as there's a keyboard in front of you or on your fucking phone, because you should not be using your phone at all, on your phone, your PC, your laptop, I don't care. If it has a keyboard on it, you ain't typing your seeds for nothing. There is a specific method by which you securely recover your seeds into the hardware wallet, and it will show a matrix of dots, and they'll correspond to something that's actually on the hardware wallet itself. You enter those in letter by letter, painstakingly through the interface, which does not contain any letters or numbers. You're just pointing and clicking at dots. Or if you've got a Model T, a Trezor Model T, you'll be entering it in directly into the device itself, letter by letter. It takes time. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it is secure. You didn't type it in to any keyboard. That's the one rule. If you guys can just fucking remember that one rule, then you're ahead of the game. And you know what? I wanted to say this today, and this is specifically to Hexander. If you require any more detailed, video or real-time type of instruction on how to recover, that's fine. But every goddamn one of us Every one of us should be reaching out to our onboards, the people that we are responsible for bringing into this community, and we should be leading them through. We should be doing a checkup. How you doing? The bull market's upon us. We're doing great. We just 3x this, and we're going to 5x this, and we're going to 20x this, 1000x this. Do you have your shit straight? Have you gotten your hardware wallet back out of the dustbin that you threw it into during the bear? Pull it out of there because it's worth a whole lot of money now. Let me lead you through it. Every one of you bears a responsibility to do that for anybody that you got into this ecosystem. Am I right, Elmire?
I've been contacted by a guy this week.
There's even some videos that Papa did, YouTube videos with a step-by-step guide, just showing how the actual device works, how you can input your seeds in it. So
and they're all on b9.xyz website. They're all in the repo on this website.
Just wanted to say that. There's a guy who contacted me about a Legend Nano S that he had from years ago, where the display was so dim now that you can hardly read the numbers anymore, and he wanted to know to which model to migrate and how to do the migration.
He's
and
also got a Model
good
S Plus
tutorial, b9.xyz. Go check that out, and it's the Legend Nano S Plus that is highly compatible and has a nice OLED clickety-clack display that just works.
Unfortunately, and Elmire can correct me if I'm wrong again, the Nano S does not have the firmware that actually can when activated, can back up the seed to third parties. The S Plus, I think it does. So there's a reason that we don't endorse certain models and certain SKUs. It may be that the S Plus is clear. I think we wrote about it.
I think the S Plus is clear. It's the ones further with the display and
it's the X,
NFTs.
the Nano,
I believe
the Nano
so.
X. Yeah. Okay, the Nano X and the clickety clacks. That's
the X is the Bluetooth
out.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Bluetooth and all the stupidity and the lithium battery on board, which is a no as well.
But technically, you can even migrate to a Trezor. You
can, but you gotta watch out for the path. Yeah, Elmire likes it like I do. Yes, you should. But you also have to watch out for the paths are sometimes a little bit tricky when you do that migration from Ledger to Trezor. You have to select the legacy path.
Correct. Yeah, because
But it's easy. If anybody gets stuck with this, plenty of community members, myself, or our website that we provide to you should have all the information. And if it doesn't, you can DM me and I'll point you in the right direction. We'll get you settled. But we can't afford to have people getting rinsed on the way up, because that's going to hinder price for all of us. And it's not a nice thing about keeping community members whole.
That's right. But as Hex Glenn said, that's a good rule of thumb here. Never type it into a keyboard, actually. Then you know you're doing it.
There's no reason you should ever do that, ever, even in a recovery.
It on the hardware wallet.
On the wallet. Yeah,
letter by letter. Wallet. That's how you do it.
Check this out. I want to also talk about this. I mean, people that go out of the community, I'm sorry to take up this time, but hear me out. This one story I wanted to tell everybody. I'm not going to shame the person. I'm not going to tell you what their screen name is, but they took their profits last run up in the last bull, and then they checked out of the community. Then they came back because they're like, oh, I guess it's time to go and dump on your heads again. I don't stake. I don't do anything. But the thing that really pissed me off, but the thing is, oh, thank you for that. The thing is, that's b9.xyz. That's the repository. It has the videos that we're talking about right there. Yeah. So go and enjoy. The lady, we'll call her lady, actually came out of the community, came back in. She's really rusty on using things. She had a big trauma in her life, so she's not focused very well. She goes into our Telegram chat, which is pretty much, stagnated and has a lot of scammers in there, especially on the text chat. But she was lured away for some assistance, lured to a website where, get this is very interesting. And Elmire, you can listen to this for a case study. What the attacker did is had her kind of sidetracked. She had a Trezor, but he says, well, I'll put in Ledger Live. And she's like, well, isn't that not compatible with? No, it'll be fine. Well, that didn't work to recover everything. And the attacker says, well, that's strange. Try putting it into MetaMask directly as a recovery phrase. And so she typed in her Trezor 24-word seed into MetaMask. This is a no-no already, right? But it gets worse.
It's not even supported.
It's not even well, no. There is a way. But what happened was, he says, "Well, how's it going?" She says, "It's still not working." So then he says, "Well, let me. I can't tell what's going on. Turn on your video so I can see." And click this where it generates a recovery QR code out of MetaMask, which actually provides the QR code for the 24-word seed. He says, hold your camera really still there. I can't see things very well. And then he scans the QR code and rinses her of all of her stuff off of Pulsechain and Ethereum. It's all gone. Down to dust. So that was a new one. I haven't heard of anybody that gullible that would be led through on a text chat, entering in your 24-word seed, and then holding a camera still so that the attacker could scan the QR code.
I mean, I'm not even mad.
It happens, guys. You've got to get a hold of these people that are rusty, or tell people don't crypto if you're sleepy, if you're stoned, if you're upset, if you're Peter complaining type of thing, anything. If your mind is not focused on the prize, don't crypto. Take a breather and wait. Use your hardware wallet. Get your support from somebody that you know or in public. People are going to lure you away, and they're going to try to get you one-on-one. They won't even show their face or their voices. They'll just type to you. Don't fucking fall for it, please. Thank you.
Cool. It's funny though that there's so many stories like this popping up now that we have 3 weeks of green candles now.
Instead of going to work, I should actually start creating more Telegram accounts. I think it's more profitable, it seems.
To go scam them?
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking we would do that and lead them all the way to the last step and say, okay, you done fucked up, didn't you? Well, I'm sorry, what? You fucked up. You gave me your seeds. So I could steal it all from you.
Yes.
And just like tell them why. I would love to do secret shopping in our chats, right? And do it. But ethical scamming, I guess we could call it, right? You do it and then you tell them why they were wrong. You don't take their money. You tell them how to do get their OPSEC up. Yeah.
Actually, we should rinse them and then now create a new account and we'll send it to that account.
Send it back. Yeah. Send it to the one we keep. That's not good.
Well, it's welcome to crypto. We always said the question is not if you get your shit taken, it's when you get your shit taken. So people are out to get you. You have to protect yourself with a hardware wallet. I mean, Toby probably
and a passphrase.
And a passphrase. Toby will do the charts later, I hope, but this is a glaring W formation.
Woo!
It's a bull flag, it's a pennant, it's everything you want.
For now.
It's an ascending triangle.
It's
everything. It's bullish. And we're holding up. Super Hex win. Good to see you. We got a bunch of additional people checking in. Archie S is here. Let me just say hi. Condor. Thank you guys. Red Squirrel is here.
Oh
man, we got 104 people watching live right now. Please smash the likes, ring the bell, all that good stuff. So the community sentiment, I feel, is coming back. Then there is also a lot of back and forth on the Twitters about, is RH pumping this? Is it organic? Is it the community? I'm leaning towards it's organic. I think Silver the Antidote has made some chain analysis stuff, and he's confirming that it's not any of the
the chain analysis expert.
Yeah, the super guy, and he says it's not any of the known wallets involved. So this could be, old people sitting on the sidelines for ages coming back in. What do you guys think?
I literally don't care. If the
Awesome.
price goes up, it's just goes
We're
up.
happy. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
happy.
that's what we want, right?
Monkey happy. Price go down. Monkey sad.
Hey, now don't
It's that
call
simple.
no one a monkey, right? We learned from the beginning of this show.
But I have to say, shout out to Silver the Antidote, not only for, providing some bail money to the Kareem situation, but he's also now supporting financially the HEX Postcards initiative, and he's done a competition, and I believe the winners are being chosen as we speak. It's all happening this week, and we might have Eco Builder on the show next week, actually, to talk us through all that. So that's going to be interesting.
But the important question is, will
And then
Richard
they're sending
finally
out the
stream after the court is done?
No,
After 31st
Will
of
he?
October.
2 more
Oh,
years,
Lord.
Peter.
Hear
more
us
years.
out.
Wait.
Speak to us.
Set your expectations realistically. If there's no Richard now, the court date of October 31st has no bearing on Richard streaming or not. If he has orders from his attorney, 11 plus attorneys,
11
not
angry men.
to stream, then he doesn't stream. We accept that.
Did you saw the video where he shared of one of his lawyers speaking on Congress?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Testifying to Congress. Yes.
Yeah.
He did a good
That's
job,
quite
but
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the congressmen and women, were basically in non-attendance. You saw like there were only 10 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Maxine Waters said we should really think about things and look into stuff like the bitcoins, and we will. Thank you. Bye. I mean, these articulate, Elmire, it's always the same fucking thing. Articulate people from the industry sit down and testify. You say, damn, that was really well spoken. Damn, that was awesome. How could they ever refuse with these amazing arguments? And then they get one congressman that comes in and says, it's all a scam and we have to protect the public and the SEC is doing a magnificent job. How dare you try to hobble the SEC? I will not sit still for you trying to undermine our SEC for something that is just a big scam. And then they close, and then we wait until the next hearing. It's ridiculous. We just need regulation. That's all we want is an SEC that will regulate
Circus.
transparent. Yeah, it's like
Don't be-
apply
don't be mad at the
application to.
clowns.
Yeah. All right, so Toby's here, everyone.
Hey, what's up?
He's putting
Toby.
acid
putting his
into his
eye-
eyeballs.
Oh yeah, baby. It's the only way I can cope with you, Papa. It's like I'm getting, getting lit.
Well,
All right, so here we go.
is it time? Is it time now for an episode?
No.
An episode of something that we lovingly call
It is. My eyes
How
are
are
all
you?
fucked up.
How are you doing, Toby?
All right. I'm good. My eyes are just
First
all
of
fucked
all.
up. I was doing some yard work over the last couple of days, and
Yeah, we can smell.
the things. Yeah, right. Well, I got a shower, so I'm clean at least. But it's like
Oh, okay.
where I am, there's lots of stuff, especially like Hurricane Helene that came through, just like blew
Oh,
a ton
no.
of stuff out of the
Okay.
trees, and like
Jesus.
it's been a mess.
Jesus.
And so
That's
one of
pretty
the
bad.
one of the effects people don't talk about because it's minor,
Elmire,
compared to
mute
people
yourself.
losing their homes and whatnot.
your wind, Elmire.
Yeah, somebody's windy.
My bad.
Yeah, no worries. How's it going, Elmire? Haven't been on with you for a while. You're looking very small today. So there you go. There he is. He's better. Okay. But yeah, it's like, not worth complaining about compared to people that like lost their homes or their loved ones or their cities are underwater. It's crazy. But yeah, allergies suck, and they are definitely in full effect when you have shit blowing at 100 miles an hour across the entire Midwest.
Into your eyes directly.
Directly into my eye, into that one in particular. I don't know why that one's more fucked up than that one, but hey, I'm doing what I can do.
But you
So,
must be happy
I
with
had no
this
idea it
price
was-
action, though.
I am, it's
Come on, we've
handles-
been waiting for this.
It's colors on the chart, it proves or disproves theories that we have so far. It's kind of going in line with the stuff that we've talked about for a while. It seems like
Show us your magic chart.
the magic chart. These are straight from Kvechnia. And,
Ooh, chart.
Let's rock and roll. So, all right. So basically, I'm starting out with the one and only, the OG, the original, the baby boy that everybody loved. He was gorgeous. You know, he wasn't one of those babies that's like a goblin, because most babies are kind of ugly when they're born, right? This is one of those rare babies that was beautiful from the onset. Everybody loved him before he was abandoned by his father, but we'll talk about that next. So, OG, original Hex, the one and only, the true Hex.
There is a better clone.
This is the gigantic chart that goes all the way back to all-time high. Not a bull flag. Fun to say it is, but it's just not. You can't have a bull flag that's 4 fucking years long. But it is definitely a
Da Vinci says it's a meme coin.
Yeah, whatever. Hey,
Da
call
Vinci
it
says that he goes and raises his own pets.
Call it a god coin.
Toby.
Call it a central bank digitized currency. I don't care what you call it. I own it, and I got bags of it, and we are going to the moon, boys. It is just a matter
Digital
of time.
token security.
Yes. There you go.
Toby, you know what TA stands for?
Disclaimer.
I don't know why my shit's so dark. Sorry about that. I'm like in a cave.
Great.
Get
Don't
more
worry
fiber.
about it. You know what TA stands for?
I just got
Trader astrology.
Wait, yeah. Hello, old joke. Yeah, we've said that forever. It is more or less astrology for men. You know, is what TA is. And then when you take TA and you add fractals on top of it, it's like now you're getting into like transcendental meditation and all kinds of other cruise shit. So, not that that's not true, but we'll talk about that on another stream. So, anyhow. Here, I just always like to show the 1 week first so you can see the full pattern that we're trying to work our way back to the top side of. Top side being anywhere from like 1 to 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 cents for EHEX, right? That's the top of the channel. Then the breakout of that channel, depending on when it would happen, could take us up near 20 cents. So that's what's very important to understand the underpinnings of all these little like these little baby structures within the bigger structure, because they are all stepping stones. Get my hand in here. They're all stepping stones up to the top of the channel. Oh, I just figured out what's going on, why I feel so weird. Bing, mirror. All right. It's always strange to me, like when you don't mirror your camera, because then when you lift this hand.
Get on with it.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted today. All right. I need some ADD meds. All right. So here we are. And then we'll zoom into what do you think, Daily? Cocaine's a hell of a drug. All right. So if we go in here, we can see a lot of shit. Number one is this yellow, these big yellow bars, right? That's the fractal from back in 2020 to the all-time high, from June of 2020 to all-time high in September of 21. That's a fractal I laid over this chart back in June of this year. And then we've kind of watched it more or less follow that pattern, yeah? And we just started this little run up that wasn't expected until over here in beginning mid-October. We just got that pop early. So I'm going to be real curious to see if we sustain this or if we come back down close to this blue channel that we broke out of. We broke out of this blue channel, made its move and continued, right? Which was not expected. I thought we might get a retracement, touch the blue channel again and then go, but nope. We popped up hard, which is great. You know, I love it, but it's like, you can see here where we're having a little bit of retracement in the orange parallel channel. So we're out of the blue. Actually, I'm just going to do away with the blue now that you guys have all seen it. I kept it just for you. Don't you feel special? All right. So I'm removing that one. Now we got this orange channel that I feel pretty confident in being legit. I got a couple of touches on the bottom. I got a couple of touches, like 2.5, let's call it, on the top. What I say by touches is I like a full body candle close to be touching the channel. So if you're just going off of wicks, it's not as accurate. So here we got a body candle close there that hit there. So I got 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, almost got it here with the body candle close, but we wicked back down. Anywho, here's the kicker. We are 2 days ago, we had this big indecision green candle you can see in the middle there. It's got a little tiny body and big spindly legs, just like Papa. So, and then that's the indecision candle, also called a spinning top. You can look it up. Typically what that's saying is you're going to go sideways because the bulls and the bears are kind of at loggerhead and you can't decide which way they want to go with it. Then the next day you have arguably another spinning top, a little longer leg on the downside. So that's more like Peter with the limp, you know, he's got the one long leg. So that's why he's kvetching all the time. Poor guy. So anyhow, that's that one. And it seems to me like the trend is downward, but we wicked down to the bottom of the channel. And now currently we are well above the bottom of that channel at 00285. We got 3 hours to go in the daily. It would be very bearish if we close below 0026. I would be looking for the move down. Now, bear in mind, the measured moves of these channels are always the height of the channel. So I drew it in for the upside and the downside. If we break down out of this channel and make the full measured move, we'd be punching back through the 21 EMA, the 55 EMA, and even testing the 100 EMA that's way down here. So that's not great. And that would get us back down to 00175 region. That's if we break down. Or
yeah, but you have to see it's holding. If I just may, there is like rumors that an Ethereum Genesis whale has dumped crazy amounts of Ethereum on the market. He's one of the ICO, the original guys, and
dumping Ethereum.
Yes, Ethereum, and it dropped by a good $450. Within 24 hours, and for EHEX to still be holding up like that, I think
as well. Yeah, right. And Bitcoin too.
Nobody participates.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
there cannot be price.
There's not enough liquidity.
Bullish.
Whatever. So it's like, yeah, the liquidity is relatively low compared to what's over on Pulsechain. Like,
stop the bullying, Peter.
Stop it, Peter.
There's nobody watching any of this stuff that's got enough EHEX to drain that liquidity pool and eat gigantic slippage. So everybody that's like, well, there's such low liquidity. It's like, whatever. It's a blessing and a curse. It can make for a nice looking chart quicker. It precludes people from selling large amounts because of the slippage, but there's enough there. Like if people wanted to buy and get out, there's enough there to where people
let go.
Anyhow, but no, you don't like EHEX. I know you want to shit on EHEX. I get it.
No, I provide liquidity.
Give me Peter's EHEX.
Yes,
send it my way, dude. I'll trade it. I'll trade you for some Kvechnia coin. So all right. So anyhow, we bounce off the bottom of the channel, hopefully, and start working our way back up to the top. If we get to the top of this channel, like in the next 2 or 3 days, you're looking at where we're starting to push 0039. If you look at the 3-day, that I would be expecting and hoping is we can break out of this channel. It's like not as apparent on the 3-day as on the daily. That's why I showed the daily first. So if we get some support right here, right? Unlock. If we get some support right here, dink. If we stay right there and we go to the top of this channel, and then this little doolally, we break out. And let's see, maybe not on this 3-day candle's got 2 days and 3 hours to go. So it's potential that we could break out at this spot. And if we did, then we'd be challenging and hopefully busting through the EMA, the 100 EMA on the 3-day chart, which is considerably higher, which puts us up close to 0049, almost half a penny. And then if you glance over here at the fractal, that fractal was predicting like by the time of the hearing that we'd be looking at just over half a cent for EHEX. So that's what I'd kind of be watching for to see if we can hold here. The big hold is like to not break below, what did we say a second ago? As long as we can stay above that 200 EMA at around 00269, 27, somewhere in that range. If we close above that, that's good. But that's the range to watch. And when we want to start working our way back to the top of this channel. So that's a long-winded chat about EHEX. But the reason I wanted to spend a little bit more time on it is much like Litecoin back in the day with Bitcoin, EHEX has proven, if you go back and look, it has proven to be a leading indicator. EHEX will often move up or down first before the rest of the Richard Hart coins do. It's like, test me out on it if you don't believe me. Go back and look. More often than not, you'll see that EHEX moves first. Don't know why exactly. It's just a weird anomaly. But back in the day, that was a golden tool. You could watch Litecoin and then position your trades accordingly for Bitcoin because it would absolutely follow the same trajectory.
Yeah, speaking of tools, Toby, Da Vinci J freaking Jackoff 19 actually probably only has visibility to this one token. He doesn't even know that there's a Pulsechain.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, that's the big argument I've said forever. It's like people have their blinders on. It's like, hey, I love Richard Hart. I love Richard Hart's tokens. I would love to shake the man's hand and tell him how much I appreciate him. It'd be great. And it's like, and I really appreciate, the stuff that he's created and the slings and arrows he's endured. It's like, God bless that man, right? Protect him. And, but the reality of it is that people like get a little too overzealous with the Pulsechain narrative of like Pulsechain or bust. It's all Pulsechain. There's a lot of money on Ethereum, bro. There's a lot of money on Ethereum, and those people might not ever even heard the word Pulsechain. So EHEX can still be the thing that catches their attention. And yeah, of course, I would love for them to do a little deeper dive on this crazy chart that's starting to go up, and they want to chase those green candles. And then they do a little deeper dive and they research and they find out that there's a copy of HEX over on this other thing called Pulsechain. And then boom, you've got that percentage of a percentage that comes over and participates. But this blinders bullshit of like shit on EHEX at every turn, most of that stuff's disingenuous, bros. Look all the way back from the launch. Watch the guys that are trying to tell you that one is better than the other. And with the exception of Peter, most of them are counter trading you.
Yes.
Okay? And they are trying to shake you out of your bags, and they are trying to get you to ratio trade because they think they're smarter than you are, and they kind of are. And
we said that 100 times already, but nobody wants to hear it. It's so frustrating.
It's true. And it's like, I'm not calling out names. I'm not pointing anybody out in particular. I mean, hey, if you guys want to do that, that's fine.
You should start.
That's fine. But it's like, and the thing is I can't, the reason I'm not saying names is because I don't know. I don't know their wallets. I haven't watched their trading behavior. Had I gone that
you can always lie. Come on.
If I saw it, well, then we're
then
we're going down into libtard territory where it's like I'm making fake claims about shit, and then like all the media doesn't
Toby.
Yeah.
If you don't know and you feel you want to cast blame, just blame the Jews. I'll take it. I'll take all your blame. I'm the lightning rod.
Well, I mean that's too easy, Papa. Come on, we all know the Jews are behind all the.
Haven't you heard that there's a conspiracy? There you go.
Dude, I'm converting actually.
No, please.
Yeah,
cabal?
You would never
religion. It's like
you would never want this type of fucking agony your entire life.
I don't know, man. It's like
every so often.
It's got some upsides.
If you cannot defeat
I don't
them,
get.
join them.
Wait a minute. Just a moment, Peter. Hold on a second. The upsides. Let me see. Do I get my cabal check from Hollywood? No, I don't get it. Do I get it from the banking sector? No, I don't get it.
Look how Peter is frozen.
I just get kicked. I just get kicked in the balls all the time. So you don't want to do
You
this.
should screen grab that. That's a great.
Yes, we have to copy that.
Any questions?
People try to get rid of the Jews for thousands.
And then that one's even
Thousands
better.
of years, yes.
Ooh. Yeah,
Peter, you're rubber banding, man. And by the way, the reason that you're rubber banding, it's the Jews.
It's the his bandwidth couldn't carry the heavy dose of anti-Semitism coming through. That's
nice.
Even Sandy wants us gone.
Yeah. See, Sandy wants us out. Hey, Shana Tova, everybody. Let's continue,
right.
Toby, and let's pick it up.
Okay, hey, all right. So anyhow,
PHEX, that's where the action is.
That's what's
right
happening.
Exactly.
Rewind and parse through the bullshit if you just
the
want
real
to.
hex.
All right,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Moving along. Now we're on Pulsechain, right? So if you recall, we had this larger white ascending channel going on for quite a while, since July of 23 up until we finally broke down in April of 24. We didn't quite make the full measured move. The full measured move would have taken us to all-time lows around 4027. Didn't quite get there, but we did march our way toward it and created this other channel, this orange channel descending. And as everything else was breaking out back in the beginning of September, Pulse followed suit, followed EHEX, and it started breaking out. The measured move of that would have taken us up to what is the 100? The 100 EMA would have taken us up to the 100 EMA. We didn't quite get there. We fell a little short. I'll zoom in on this so we can see it a little better. This is on a 3-day. Typically, the longer time frames for those that are trying to actually learn how to play around with some of this stuff themselves. If you got a pattern that's pretty well defined on a longer time frame, you can have more confidence in that than a 15-minute, right? So that's why we call like the anything that's less than 4 hour, we call like crackhead charts.
1 minute.
Because there's just too much. I mean, there's people that do that, and it's like if you can fight the bots, and more power to you. But there's people that do the crackhead chart, the short time frame stuff, and try to get those swings right. But it's like you're going to have a lot more success if you're trying to pick the length of moves and the direction of moves if you're doing longer time frames. Typically, I do daily.
Just
sometimes
get a job, man. At that point,
that's what's up, Hexander. Thank you.
Daily. This is the daily, so it's like showing you pretty much the same thing. And I always toggle back and forth between the daily and the 3-day, because obviously for people that have a brain and understand math on any level, the 21, 55, 100, and 200 EMAs are going to be different on a 3-day chart than they are a 1-day chart. Now, if I didn't think Papa would chastise me for spending time explaining why that's different, I would. But trust me, those EMAs are going to look different on a 3-day and a 1-day. So on the 1-day, we've got the 200 EMA that we've been bumping up against. So I'm seeing that, and hopefully we can get up above it and hit that measured move and get us to about 405.8, 59, somewhere in that range. Here's the tricky part when you're trying to find where you're going next after a big move up like this. You can do fib retracement stuff and fib extension stuff and get ideas of moves that way, but that's beyond the scope of the overly simplified Toby 1 TA style for public consumption. Anyhow, it's like I look at some of that stuff behind the scenes to confirm what I'm doing on the simpler stuff. But basically what you start looking for then after you have this kind of breakout, and you'll have it again when we have blue sky, and blue sky means that we're beyond the all-time high. Now, where do we stop? We don't have any previous resistance. We don't have any previous support. It's like, how high can it go? That's the kind of stuff you're looking at once we break out up here. Here, we have some other markers, so we can look. The problem on the Pulsechain side is we've only got about a year's worth of information, right? It only goes back to May of 23. So if you start looking, here is a significant level. And like, as you're going up, Papa and I talked about this the other night, as you're going up, areas that used to be support are now resistance. When you're coming to them from the other side, then they flip, right? So like right here would have been resistance because previously we dipped here and went up. So that was support. We came up, came back down again, a little shy of that, hit the bottom of the channel with a full body candle close. And that was around 405, right? That was strong support. So we're just a hair above that now. So we're trying to fight through it. Now, what happens if we get above it and stay above it, which is where we're at, and we bust out? We get the full measured move. Still, I'm not seeing any significant supports that now are resistance, except maybe this one. You could look over here and be like, okay, well, that was a dip that was support, and it popped. So, maybe if we get above that, which is right where we're at, where's the next one? Well, the next one's way up here. The next one's way up here that's significant at all, and that's 0078. You do the math on that, that's a 50% move, bros. Like, so if we have a continuation, the next significant resistance is up there at 7.8. And then you continue to do the same thing. You look for supports that were resistance, and you might get a little, those might be a little resistance as the level on the way, right? And then eventually, we get the big breakouts, and hopefully we get above all-time high, and then it's blue sky, and it's like, fuck if I know. And then I can just come in here and bullshit with you guys because TA won't matter. All right, so that's Pulse. Moving on to Pulse X. Pulse X, similar situation. We had a long, uptrend channel that fell apart.
Record dumping. Yeah.
Then we've got
Record, our guy.
Let's make this
no.
What color do you like? You like orange? I like orange. Let's do orange. Nope,
Nobody's guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's make this orange. I like orange better. So
Tangang?
A little bit. No, not that bullshit, please.
Rectum.
Odd. Like
brown.
Magenta then. That's neutral.
Angela, no, what are they called?
Should be brown for Rackham.
Little mandarin oranges. I always like those better. Clementines I like. Tangang has put me off oranges. So anyhow.
I'm fearing as soon as we get to sec level on Pulse and on Pulse X, that's going to be a lot of people dumping. Because they
you're going to get resistance there. I mean, because of the psychological, narrative that's sac rate.
Yeah.
Anybody that's been around long enough knows hardly anybody paid that. You know what I mean? Like almost, even if you weren't in a pool or you didn't have a giant sacrifice yourself, very few people that sacrificed got that rate. They got a little better than that, right? Or a lot better than that.
I know people that sacrificed $100 and they got better than that. So
right, exactly. But people like to say, "Oh, sac rate. We got to get back to sac rate." It's like, well, okay, then pretty much everyone's in profit at sac rate. But but the narrative is, oh, that's sac rate, so therefore people are going to sell once they get to break even. I don't know. So, but once again, that's kind of how all this shit works. People, act out on incomplete information. So. Speaking of incomplete information, here's our chart down and to the right, our descending parallel channel for Pulse X. Got significant touches top bottom, so I'm confident in this chart. We tried to break above it on that first impulse up, like starting on September 6th when everything else, starting with HEX, started to move. We got to the top of the channel, wicked above it, and then it was like, nope, not quite. We're not ready yet, guys. So we had a little bit of a pullback. I'd throw the fibs on there, but trust me, it was like a minor pullback. I don't even think it got to the 328. What is it? 328, 618, whatever. So like the 236 or maybe the 3, whatever it is below that. But anyhow, dipped a little bit, and then boom, we got another pulse up. Didn't quite get the full measured move. I'm measuring it from the actual breakout here on the daily. Full measured move would get us up to, this region, which was previously support. I'm marking the bottom end of it there, but actually we could move that up a little because I like body closes better. So I'd say maybe that one. And then
body no closes.
Yeah, right. Bodies. All right. So anyhow, so the full measured move on that gets us up to about 4038. This previous resistance is 4037. Or previous support, which is now resistance, is 0.00037. So I'm looking for a move up there. It looks to me like we're continuing. And here's something to look at. When you see a pullback like this and back up, let's have some fun with patterns. So now you can start looking at things like triangles. And triangles are pretty good indicators of stuff too. So you could go like that and say, oh, well, if we continue to kind of bounce around in this little pattern, this is an ascending triangle with a flat top. So what happens is as you hit that, the way triangles work, and not to get too complicated, because I know this is all about parallel channels on this stuff for me here anyhow. You measure the height of the triangle, and that's the move. Well, curiously, of the little triangle that seems to be forming, where do we fall? 4037, which is
funny how that works.
Funny how that works, isn't it? So
you know what Yoda said about this?
Please.
There is do angle or do not angle. There is no triangle.
So we've got a complaint from Matty Allen. He wants you back on the Game Theory Gang show.
What are you guys going to do, Kobe? I'm held captive.
We'll pay you for it. We'll pay you for it.
We can negotiate the ransom.
Wait a minute. We'll only do that if there's a massive super chat next time you use our platform.
Exactly.
Ransom.
Just
kidding. I'm just kidding because we're so close to getting super chat.
I miss the guys over on Game Theory Gang. It's just this is fun for me here because it's short. It doesn't impact my life as much as a 3-hour weekly stream. So it's like, that's the primary reason I've just kind of extended my break from Game Theory. But Maddie, I love you, bro, and I will come back. I appreciate the open invite. So all right, so moving right along, let's go over to Hex on Pulsechain.
Yeah.
Now
finally.
Kablam-a-lama ding-dong, that guy.
What? A positive meter? It must be bad.
Just Hex.
What are you smoking, bro?
Here's what I would equate it to. First of all, be sure to grab yourself some Tommy Chong's Good Vibes. CBD. No jitters, no crash, just good vibes at TommyChongs.com. So anyhow, check that out.
The link is in the description.
It's like, if it wasn't for the caffeine in that fucking shit and the good vibes, I could not keep up with Pop on this thing. So that's a staple on Thursday. Yeah, Pop is on another level. So anyhow, so here's the skinny. We've got a descending parallel channel in orange, blah, 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 like we've talked about on other stuff. The measured move of that would have been say it with me, the height of the channel. So that would have been like that. Let's make it orange. That's pretty, and nobody gets stupid about it. And then boom, we break it. And then what happens, much like on the HEX, we overshot it. So we had the full move and then kept on trucking, right? Now, if we go back to the daily, you can see we have a golden cross with the 55 crossing the 100 EMA and also the 21 crossing the 200 EMA. We are nearly where the 55 crosses the 200, which would be very, very bullish. Also, do you notice what this top looks like a little bit? A do not triangle, right?
It's a pendant, a bullish pendant.
It could be considered a pendant. That's correct. Thank you. You're doing your homework. I appreciate that. And then if you want to on this and say, hey, have we got a triangle forming? Then we can kind of get some idea of where this might be going, because if we go height of the triangle, let's say it's about like that for the bulk of it, and we bust out, then we can go up to, we can get up here to 1.6, right? Now, much like I was saying on the Pulsechain chart, when you start breaking out like this and you don't, I mean, yeah, could we try to like go down to a smaller time frame and make this into a parallel channel? Yeah, we could do that. We could do that, but it's like it's so tight and it's so steep that's really difficult at this point. Now, if it starts to like get a little more oscillating and give us a more of something to work with as far as parallel channel world goes, I mean, because I can show you, like we could try and we could go from way down here up here.
You can't draw a channel that steep, because if it breaks out to the upside, it starts going to the left. So.
Yeah, right. It kind of curves over and falls off the other side of the planet.
Just making time.
It's like up there in flat Earth territory at that point. So I mean, yeah, it's like, see where you can kind of try to start to do something, but it's like, and you know, maybe if you want lower time for, so whatever. So if that's the case, maybe, and we can fuck around with that next week. I'll play around with it and see if anything's presenting itself. It looks like maybe it's right here. Now that I've done it live, here's the deal. Fuck it, we're going live. So we got the touch, we got a touch, kind of broke through there. But what you can also look at is the midline. See that green dash line in the middle of that pattern? And it's respecting that. So it's like there is an argument to be made that, well, we are in another channel. And so if we're going to like follow that logic and go trend line on that one for the breakout and see if Papa's theory of it just rolling backward in time works, basically, if we break out in the next day on this, like the measured move on it would be up to 2.1 cents. So that kind of gives you some indication, sticking with the pattern motif, right? But reality is what I'm looking at as we've had this tremendous vertical rise, where are other levels that had previously been support? So one, we're pretty much at it right now, which is about 1.4 cents. And that's the area we're kind of toying with, right? And trying to break up from. Then the next one that I marked here, and this I must have done on the 3-day maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. So here's the 1.4. The next one that I picked out as significant is here, which is the second daily or the second 3-day candle close, or open rather. The first 3-day candle close, boom, at 1768. That was pretty significant. And then we kind of toyed around with it again here. And then we had a lot of price action around that level here. So I think the next point of resistance for us is going to be about 1.7 cents. Then we move on up again, look for another support. We're at 2.0, which would also be psychological resistance anytime you get a nice round number. Then you're looking at, okay, I don't really have any more supports, but I've got tops, right? So now you're at 2.3. And then you're at a wick top on the second, on what would that have been, like the 9th day of the coin, get you up to 3.0, which would also be psychological resistance. And then ultimately the all-time high, which is 4.2 cents. So we're climbing, you know, we're making up ground quick. It's like we did
parabolic,
like 4 months worth of losses, 5 months worth of losses in weeks. Not bad. So moving right along, the baby boy of the family. Everybody loves Ink. He's the clown. Right? And he's cheap.
I can't believe I bought the local top this time on Ink.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations.
I took one for the team. $3. Yes.
I bought a lot of bottoms. I bought a lot
Fuck
of tops
me.
Today, so don't feel too bad.
Fuck me.
So we had
yes, FOMO.
We had this descending channel. I mean, obviously the broader channel for those that have paid attention over the last few months. We had this big channel going up, and then bam, we fell down. It's like, okay, let's expand it and see what's going on. Then we broke above it, pretty much made the measured move of the top channel, and then Richard tweeted and everything went to shit. So as we worked our way back down, we were anticipating, you know, a couple months ago, hopefully we get this big swoop and we get a bounce off the bottom of the white channel as well as the yellow, and that's exactly what happened. And on point with HEX and everything else running starting September 6th. That's when it made its breakout, or break up rather. And then it got to the top of its channel and did very similarly to what PulseX did. Surprise, because what? Huge liquidity bonding between PulseX and Ink. So it's not unusual to look at their charts and them being very similar. So we broke out, came back down, retested, and then ran again, right? Didn't quite get the full measured move yet. Full measured move on this puts us up around 375, something like that. And then the 100 EMA is at 328. So we didn't quite get there. I'd be looking for those kind of moves. If we want to look at the daily to see if that gives us any indication of what's going on. yeah, we're playing around with the 200 EMA, that purple squiggle right there. So we're trying to get and stay above it. That would be very, very bullish if we could get there and start using that as support and start working our way up to that full measured move, and then ultimately try to get ourselves back into this the upper yellow ascending triangle, or I'm sorry, parallel channel, which also happens to fall at a previous support that is now resistance at about 5.25. So that's what I'd be looking for on ink. Gradually grinding our way up and then pop up to here. Once we get here, do we work our way back down maybe and regroup at 228? I don't know. It all depends on like how things play out over the next few weeks in the broader markets, in wars breaking out. Thanks, Juice, around the world.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Papa B.
Right. Thanks, Papa.
We didn't start the fire.
That's true.
That's great. All right. So, man, that's so bad on so many levels. All right. So let's see. Why is my Bitcoin chart gone?
Because there is no Bitcoin.
Where's my Bitcoin chart?
We can maybe keep that for next week. No, here.
You don't want to do Bitcoin?
Yeah, let's go. It's the big sideways still.
Ethereum, please.
Sorry. DJ's over me today. All right.
No. Ethereum is more.
We're going to do that. I got it queued up.
I
got it queued up.
Yes.
I'll do Ethereum too. I know you guys are all hot.
Hurry it up.
Bitcoin is really.
So if you look, we have a fractal on this one as well. And the fractal's been pretty indicative of the general moves, right? It hasn't played out exactly, but as it's going up, the chart's going up. As the fractal's going down, we've gone down. We're getting this little pop back up now. Bitcoin's pop back up. Didn't quite make to the top of the channel. Fell a little short of that. And now as we've gotten this, and then somebody told me this was Japan's fault again. So again, thanks, Papa. So this big dump recently in Bitcoin over the last 3 days. Is it even on the daily, maybe? Yeah, it was like, 2-3 days. So pretty much 3 days is that big red dildo down. And it's catching us on the 21, the 50. I think I got a 10 EMA on this one too. Yeah, 10, 55, and 21. It's busted through all those, and it's like it's trying to get back above them. That's a real tight area. So if we can stop here, that's great. Wow. Godzilla movie playing in the background.
I'm lambasting my Japanese brother. Sorry.
So if we can gain some support here and work our way back up, hopefully we can get up to the top of the channel, which is around 67.6, and then maybe start to make our breakout as indicated by the fractal, right? And that would be great. And then of course, if we did get that breakout, then our measured move on that would put us up around 82,000. And then beyond that, if you're looking like at a bull flag type of scenario playing out, then you're looking at 115, 120. So we'll see what happens with that. If we do continue down, the bottom of that channel is about $53,000. So,
we were looking really good to break the 65K, which was also Cabana's TA from a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And it was looking really good. And then we had Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yep, which is a fun song, but
it
not
is.
good
Great
for
song.
reality. Okay, so so couldn't sustain it, dump back down. Hopefully this will get washed out pretty quickly, the sellers, and we'll resume the uptrend that we were enjoying. So we'll see what's happening there. And then if we want to go on over to the Ethereum chart for
ETH is bearish.
If you and we got a similar 3 day, or this is actually a weekly. We got a similar big red candle there. Yeah, I know, right? Nobody cares.
The fractal is bullish.
The fractal's bullish as fuck. So the fractal that we just kind of laid in here last week, I mean, it was indicating a little bit of a dip. We've just got a little dippier. So the fractal was saying we would get down to around 2490, and we're down to 2350. So, I don't know. So, if that's the case, then, the fractal is still true. Plus, if you're getting near the bottom of the channel, typically that's a sign for a reversal. And this channel's pretty, I got a fair amount of faith in this channel. I mean, we've been hitting it all the way back to June of 22, right? So if this channel holds, which should be significant support at around 2250, then that would be indicative of an upturn. So if that's true, this channel is showing around this area an upturn. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully by Jan 1, we're up above 5,000 and at the top of the channel and starting to get our breakout and follow this fractal all the way up to a glorious October 2025 price of $27,000. There's some moon math for you.
27? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Yep, I agree. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell, gentlemen.
You mentioned the gas fees. Oh my God.
Well
done. I know, right?
Elmeyer has some wind he wants to share. Go ahead, Elmeyer.
Please, sir. Is that Hurricane Helene? I'm having a bunch of
hurricanes coming back. Let me just check my cheat sheet because we've been so much all over the place. So that we've covered everything that I wanted to say. So tell everyone to go to our YouTube page. We have 120 people watching live right now. Don't watch an old live stream. Watch an old video. It's important. Watch the Tom Gillespie episode. That one is funny.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. It would mean the world to us. Security with Hexander, we've done that. The court date is moved, yes. So 31st of October is now Brooklyn. The court date with Richard Hart. Also the accompanying Pulsechain tour event by RG3 has now also moved. It's on the 1st of November, so the day after in some posh hotel on Broadway.
And don't forget, Shana Tova.
And the idea behind that is that one or some of the attorneys will actually come and address the group.
And freedom of speech topics will be discussed, yes.
Right. But the bigger draw would be for hexagons that the actual attorneys that RH is using supposedly are going to come and talk to this group. So that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be good, yes.
Hopefully that'll be filmed and shared.
So just make sure if you have your flights and hotels arranged, just make sure to
please wash your bodies and wear a suit.
And wear a fucking suit, exactly. A 2-piece at least. What the Hex on Spotify? I tried to I had this idea of putting us on Spotify just as an audio version, as a podcast.
Oh God!
Right?
Why would you torture yourself?
Because it's good marketing and it's outreach. There's lots of people on Spotify.
No. You as a user
on board now.
Listen, Elmeyer.
Trying to onboard here, Peter.
On board.
And then I realized there is already a podcast on Spotify that's called What the Hex.
Is there? Is it us?
Yes. And there's What the Hex and What the Dex.
How did you not lock that down, bro?
They belong together, and they talk about. They're already 140 episodes, which is crazy, and they're also on YouTube. I then found out later, and they talk about these, super nerd shit like these Warhammer board games. Where they do like this cards. And
well, it's good. It's good marketing for us, though. Just tell people to tune into Warhammer.
Wait! I have an idea. What kind of following have these guys got? Like how many subscribers do you know?
I forgot, but I think we were better.
Oh, got it. Never mind. Aim higher. So I was
but
just thinking,
I think I still want to do it.
It could be a collaboration stream, like you talk about what the hex means.
That would be
us,
funny.
And they can tell us about what the hex means over there. And you never know, dude. It's like if you
then we onboard all these gamers. Exactly.
Well, think about cypherpunks. It's like that's gaming community, for real. So I'm sure those guys are vaguely familiar.
We got to wrap it up. I'm getting old in the bowels.
So I'll do a bit more research in that, but that's something I'm working on. And then Papa B is off. This was the final appearance of Papa B on the show.
Forever?
No, not the final appearance.
Oh my God!
I'm taking a. I'm not going to be
the
able
old
to,
man is gone.
My dreams have come true. My prayers have been answered.
I'll see it. Look, I'll see if I can, come on in some way, shape, or form. But I'm flying, so fuck off.
Are you Richard Harting us?
Yes.
No, I'm not. My attorneys
doing a Satoshi.
My attorneys told me to stream more. Actually.
Oh, okay.
He's dumping. Oh wait, hey, I got some highest
for your
stakes
tax returns.
I can tease a little highest stakes thing.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. So actually, there's been some movement, some discussions about some content. Oh wow, I got the one shot. All right, hello there. So
take off the hat, Toby.
No,
don't get too excited.
That stays on. Hair is terrible right now. So big mop of blonde hair that you guys are to love. That wispy thing that the light shines through. Yeah, it's not good today, so we're gonna keep the hat on.
Go, continue.
So anyhow, highest of stakes. We had a meeting, actually a couple meetings over the last couple of weeks. We've got some things in the works. We don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but there's going to be more content made available very, very soon, like way sooner than expected. Obviously a sequel would take a very long time, but that's not completely off the table. But as far as content that is never before seen is going to be starting to be made available to the world, maybe as soon as 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 more weeks.
So stay tuned for that. If you're not following the highest of stakes on Twitter, I would highly encourage doing that. I believe it's at the highest of stakes. Let me make sure, because they wanted to make sure it was the longest fucking tag ever.
Oh god.
I guess I got nothing on that. Highest of stakes. What is it? What is their fucking handle?
We're ending on a real high note there, Toby.
It's a Muse storytelling, isn't it?
Maybe it's just highest of
Patrick, whatever.
Doesn't know his own URL.
I know, whatever, dude. That's not my URL. Believe me, trust me.
You paid for it. It's yours.
Highest of stakes. Blah blah blah.
Oh well.
Just end the stream already.
Depending how fine
End the stream.
You'll find it.
Out of here.
Peter, Papa B will be off for 2 weeks. It's going to be great. We can do what we want.
No. I've been monitoring it.
We can invite Funding Jim on and all that.
No, oh my God.
Finally.
Johnny cares, exactly.
Stop it now.
All right, you guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We see you when we see you.
Outro. Outro.
You like drum and bass? I love it.